guys, this is Ruthie from the Purple Backyard Farm, and I want to show you a video that I actually kind of was laying in bed, and it was almost like I had a dream about it. I know it sounds funny to say that, but I love I love doing stuff, and I just thought it was kind of cool. It's like, I don't know if I should say I had a dream, but I had a thought about it, and I thought it was really a great idea. Um, it looks really funny, but I want to tell you what this is. This is like, the Amish quilts? Well, I don't know if this is coming out as good as the one I thought of in my mind, but this is the like the Granny Square principle, only you're taking little pieces of yarn and kind of making a quilt, kind of like a crocheting pattern. So you're taking like different little pieces. Like, I made a square here and attached it. I made one here. I started to do like a little circle. And I'm hoping that I can get these kind of fall colors. It's going to look really funky for sure. And it's definitely weird. But the thing about it is sometimes some of these pieces, and I want to encourage you to get creative if you are a crocheter. It's like recipes. There's recipes, but real cooks don't usually use recipes. They learn methods. So, and if you want to learn more about that, you can go to my website, purplebackyardfarm.blogspot.com. I have free cooking classes there that are done by Chef Todd that you can look at those. And Clay and I are going to be doing some cooking classes too. But that's a bonus that Chef Todd has a lot of methods and things that he talks about. So it applies to a lot of things in life, and it applies to crocheting, you know. So this one looks a little weird. This is a little puffed out, but this is my first attempt at making something like this. And if you've been crocheting for a long time, I mean, sometimes I'm crocheting sideways, sometimes I'm crocheting just around and filling in the gaps. And this is actually the back side of it. This is the front, I guess. It's gonna look different, but the idea is to get creative. And if you don't ever try anything new, you know, it's just, you might find that you find a pattern or something that you just love to do. So here you go. This is my attempt at making a Afghan, like an Amish quilt with yarn. Just taking little pieces, putting them together. It's going to be a little bit all over. It's not going to be exactly like an Amish quilt. It's like a crocheter's quilt, so to speak, Amish quilt type of thing, with just all the little pieces and scraps and seeing what comes of it. And it's just going to be a fun piece. And so this is one of those. It's like, oh, let's just see what happens. So anyway, like I said, it looks a little funny and all that, but when it's all done and all put together, you might say, wow, it's like putting a puzzle together. In the beginning, it might look strange, but after a while, it just kind of all flows, and it will be pretty cool. So, anyway, this piece here, I'm a little bit like Little Judy, but, once it's all in there and it's all done, it'll look good. So, create patterns in your crocheting. Don't be afraid to be creative. Don't feel like you have to follow every pattern to the T. I got a lot of, I have had crochet videos up on and off for years at different, spots. Some of you may not know I have one YouTube channel. If you haven't noticed, I do. But so I had lots of people talk to me specifically. I mean, I had one blanket that people were just going crazy about, and they were really worried about having everything to the T. And it was like, this is like if you're short on the end, learn how to decrease or add. I mean, don't panic. If you're short at the end, just add a stitch. Or if you have extra stitches, just take one out. But those are things that, because we want to do beautiful work, we worry that everything isn't perfect. So, skilled people learn that sometimes you have to just adjust. So this is a great project for especially new crocheters and people that have been stuck in the pattern mode to try, because you might find that you are a lot more creative than you ever thought you were. And like I said, this is my first attempt at this, and it's fun to create, it's fun to make ideas, and it's fun to use up the little extra pieces, or even if you go out and buy yarn and say, I want to make this all look this way. So I'm going to try to make this into a fall piece, and we'll see what it looks like when it's done. We'll either all have a good laugh, or we'll say, maybe there's something to this. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like, subscribe, and we will see you in our next video.